welcome to another segment of From Boys to Men's video blog in his own words. As you know, we are doing our Young Professional series, and today I am here with Sean, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about law school and the legal profession. So, Sean,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself and about either your current job, if you're in the legal profession, or what it's like to be a law student.
Well, I'm originally from New York. Went to NYU undergrad. Came to Atlanta to take a job with IBM. Did that for 6 years. Somewhere throughout there, became a club promoter, and
Quite a journey.
yeah. And so I started law school 2014. So this is my second year. You know, it's kind of something that's what always was in my head. You know, I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to do it or not. But my sister actually went here and graduated from here in 2009. So when she graduated, she was really, really pushing her envelope. Like, you should go back to school, this and that. I'll be honest with you. I was doing well as a club promoter. And I just didn't, the moment wasn't there. Sometimes things have to materialize, and it hadn't materialized yet. So currently, I work for an entertainment lawyer, and I'm looking to do either intellectual property or entertainment law.
Okay, so you're trying to bridge the gap between promoting and the legal side.
Well, you know what? It just kind of finds me. It wasn't something I was looking to do because I have a computer science degree. Intellectual property is like it's heavily pursued by that field. People who have a science-based undergraduate degree, they look for patent work, for trademarks, or even the sole fact piece of this copyright.
So today, the kind of like the purpose of this is to talk about underrepresentation of African American males in law school, and then ultimately in the legal profession. So I did a little research because I'm a researcher, and I looked at like all the schools in Georgia plus Harvard, Yale, NYU, and so the average number accepted this last fall of African American men was 37.1, compared to 271.4 for white men. So it's like a really huge disparity there in like the admission of African American males. And why do you think this disparity exists, and do you think there is a need for more African Americans in the legal profession?
Yes, I think it you know, when you look at the history of this nation,
right?
I mean, let's go back to where it started. We've been constantly discriminated against. Things haven't been stacked in our favor. And, you know, now that the law is, I guess, more equally applied. I wouldn't quite say that it's equal still, but the results of those still exist. And I also feel like at some point the effects of all of that discrimination is kind of the pressure to our mindset. To be honest with you, and it's in a lot of communities. I know community I grew up in, being intelligent, being articulate, or frowned upon. It's looked at as you're acting white, or you know you don't fit in. You're almost ostracized for being what you're supposed to be, which is on a path to trying to be successful, to do what you're supposed to do. So I think amongst ourselves, we have to change that. Not only that, we have to have the necessary role models because it's not always realistic. I didn't grow up in a neighborhood with lawyers and doctors. I saw the Cosby Show.
Yes. We all did.
So yeah, so it wasn't tangible. It wasn't these people in front of me like, oh, here goes the black lawyer, and here goes this person and that. I had to be like him. It was more like you have to really stake it onto a dream, as opposed to like to really latch onto something that's right in front of you.
Right. So what do you think? I know that probably plays into it, but do you think there are other factors that keep the admissions numbers down? Is it you think people aren't applying? Is the LSAT is too hard? Like, what do you think it is?
I think it's a lot to do with the LSAT for sure. I do. I'm not an admissions person. I don't understand like what's really behind the test, but I'll tell you this: in my second year of law school, I don't see the correlation between the LSAT and law school exams.
Right.
I don't.
There's
nothing like a logic game on the LSAT. I mean, on a law school exam. Like it's the correlation I don't see. I know people who perform very well, and their grades aren't necessarily reflective of that. And conversely, I know people who didn't do so well on the LSAT and are doing very well in law school. So I think that test may just be a bar to admission unnecessarily.
Yeah, I feel that too. So if you look at like the criminal justice system, for instance, and you see that there's a disproportionate level of African American men being locked up, do you think that there is a need for more like black judges, black lawyers, black attorneys, just black people in black legislators? Do you think there's a need for that?
Somebody has to protect our interests, and you can't expect people who don't know your experience
Right.
to protect your interests. And even, some are completely contrary to it and have no concern for it. There are others who do have concern, but I don't believe they necessarily understand it.
Right. And it's hard to bridge that gap when you just really don't understand. You can't know what you don't know.
Absolutely.
So,
You have to experience it to know it.
right.
And that's why I think, it's key that even when we reach a certain level of success, we still have to, stay relevant to our people, that you don't lose touch and you don't understand the experience anymore.
Absolutely. So, what advice would you give to a young African American man who wants to pursue law school and the legal profession?
Study hard, work hard. I mean, that's absolutely necessary for any success in school, period. I'd say you have to try to latch on to that role model. And I know what I've learned so far being at law school and who I've interned with. I've interned with Black attorneys. Maybe this is a Georgia thing. I don't know. Maybe this is indicative of the United States, but I got pretty good numbers, and I don't. The white firms interview me, but they haven't hired me. So yeah. So and that's there could be other variables that I'm not aware of, but I'll say this: it's sometimes good to be with someone like yourself who sees you in themselves, and
to be cultivated.
and who will just to be real, who keep it 100 with you and will tell you like this is how we have to go about practicing law. This is how we do it. Like these are hurdles that you're going to face, and this is how you get through those hurdles.
Well, you're very uplifting. And so your story is very inspirational. So I hope that a lot of people look at this video. So thank you so much for volunteering to do this and giving me your time today.
No problem.